Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm finally back at creating some LinkedIn content and I decided to give myself a little challenge. And while last year I was posting almost every day of the week in writing, since I come from a background of writing, that's where I felt most comfortable. I thought, what if in 2021 I focus on voice and video? So that's what I'm doing. Here's my first video, and welcome back to the LinkedIn feed. So I wanted to talk about a few things today. One is Clubhouse. I totally did get in on it thanks to Mark Simpson. Thanks for the invite. And it's quite the hype, isn't it? There's so many people talking about it and creating this whole Fomo situation. And basically what it is like a live podcast, basically, that anybody can hop in on. You can create a room based on a certain topic, and I found that the thing that brings people the most into a room is the title of the topic, the headline, as is the same for writing and for any kind of other content. And people join, and you just have a chat. So I'm looking forward to making the most out of being one of the early adopters of this platform. So far, I've heard that they aren't very good at policing hate speech and nasty things that people say. There's not really any people are able to do that quite freely, it seems. So I hope that they do find a way to stop that. Another thing that I wanted to get in on this year, on top of the video marketing, is more newsletters. So the other day I was following the Morning Brew, or the Marketing Brew. It's a very, very successful newsletter. And I thought, hey, I wonder how much it is to sponsor a newsletter on this. So I went to go check it out, and it was like $30,000. $30,000 for a sponsored post in a newsletter. So that had me thinking, wow, what a great monetization. What a great way to monetize. You build a newsletter, and it's not just to sell your own products. You're actually only delivering value to people. So I get that this is the regular way that all newsletters, newspapers historically have monetized, is through advertising fees. But for some reason it took it didn't quite click yet. In my mind, coming as a content marketer, I was like, okay, email marketing, well, that's to build a connection with your audience and move them down the funnel and eventually monetize based on them purchasing your product or your course or whatever it is, maybe clicking on some affiliate links. But I hadn't quite yet thought about it from an advertising perspective. So what am I saying now? I'm not saying that we should all advertise, but what is it about these newsletters that gets such a large readership that allows them to charge this amount of money to people who want to advertise in these newsletters? Can we, as B2B business owners who have email newsletters, who use email marketing, can we take anything from this strategy and can we apply that to our email marketing newsletters, even if we don't adopt this advertising way of monetizing them? Can we use them just to build our relationships with our audience and still take them down the funnel? So what I'm thinking is, what stands out from some of these newsletters that I follow, which is the Morning Brew, the Marketing Brew, the Hustle. They curate content. They have a team of people that spend time curating relevant content, new content. They put love into it. And it's not so much, it is about sharing your own content as well. You could probably throw that in there. But I think that what stands them apart is finding up-to-date content and providing an angle about it. And people are interested in being up-to-date in their sectors and in their industries and seeing what's going on in the world, feeling informed and feeling ready to move forward on their business. So it's not just how-tos. It's not just educational posts, but I think this year is really going to be the year about keeping people up to date with current events. So I think that if we do adopt this approach that these advertising newsletters are taking, but use it in our own email marketing to build a connection with our readers, and actually, instead of having people on our newsletters because they've downloaded some white paper or watched a webinar of yours, but actually because they really want to receive your newsletter, because they want to stay up to date, this is where there's going to be some value. So I'm going to experiment a little, make a plan to do this with my own newsletter to see how I can apply whatever lessons I learned to my clients' newsletters that we have going. And let me know what you guys think about this. That's my video for today. That's the tea. See y'all tomorrow.